'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring except my Iron Man spouse. The gels were all lined up by the kicker with care, in hopes that her workout would be done there. The children were nestled, all snug in their beds. Visions of finish line high fives danced in their heads. Mama in her tri-kit and a cycling cap had just begun riding a long winter's lap. When in the pain cave there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Riding Zwift, she flew like a flash, knowing that sprints she could not crash. But what to my wondering eyes did appear but a bike on the screen with 8 tiny reindeer. With a rider that rode much faster than us, I knew in a second it must be Magnus. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came. He whistled and shouted and passed them by name. By Christian, by Jason, by Rudy Van Berg, by Sammy, by Rico. But he couldn't catch her. To the top of the mountain, never hitting a wall. Now pass away, they passed them all. As leaves before a wild hurricane fly, they beat every obstacle and climbed to the sky. So to the top of Up the Zwift they flew. She beat all the riders and Magnus too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the sounds of clipping in of a whole riding group. I drew in my head and was turning around, and down the chimney Magnus came with a bound. He's dressed in his race kit with swim cap and bike. It was covered with companies that we know and like. The giant transition bag he had flung on his back, and he looked around and said, "Where's the bike rack?" His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow. He couldn't believe she beat him to the top in that snow. He said, "Rematch, I just can't be chicked." And to their bikes, into the pedals they clicked. Through towns and pine forests, they rode for an hour, rolling hills, epic KOM, and finished at Radio Tower. The battle was fierce, the sweat fell like rain. The cave that day dealt out a lot of pain. The battle was over, results time to see. Then I woke from my dream. She wasn't battling Magnus, she was chicking me. So I went to the window as I welcomed the day. I swear I saw Magnus riding away, but I heard him exclaim as he rode out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a new tri-bike." I want to say Merry Christmas to each one of you from Coach John, Christina, and Mojo. I hope that everyone's races go as they want and that they PR and injury stays away. Merry Christmas, everyone, and have a very happy and race-filled new year.